Hello class, this is a video tutorial on just 4 examples on finding stationary points and their nature. Now, as I've stated within one of my examples before, when finding stationary points and their nature, either method can be used unless it is specified. Generally, the second derivative is used unless the function is hard to differentiate the second time. In those cases, it's just easier just to use the first derivative. So let's go into some examples here. You can pause, obviously, and give these a go at any time, and I'm very likely going to be splitting this into 4 different videos. So here we go. So let's find the coordinates of any stationary points and determine their nature. So in this one, we're not looking for points of inflection, just stationary points. So here we go. For this, we need our first derivative, y prime. Differentiating this, I get x cubed minus x. And there we are. And since we're finding the nature of this is easy to differentiate. I'm going to take the second derivative of this, giving me 3x squared minus 1. So now let's find our stationary points. So stationary points. Remember, we let y prime equal 0. We get x cubed minus x equals 0. We can factor this. We can factor it again. X plus 1, x minus 1 equals 0. And from here, we can find our stationary points. X equals 0, x equals negative 1, x equals positive 1. Let's now find the nature of these. Let's substitute each of these into our second derivative. So y double prime of 0, we get 3 times 0 squared minus 1. That will give us negative 1. So there we go, y double prime of positive, let's do negative 1 first. We get 3 times negative 1 squared minus 1. That will give us, let's quickly check here, 3 times negative 1 squared minus 1 gives us 2. And y double prime of positive 1, that's 3 times 1 squared minus 1. That will also give us 2. So we can conclude here that y double prime of 0 is less than 0. That is going to be concave down. Therefore, x equals 0 is a maximum, max turning point. And as we can see here, y double prime of plus and minus 1 is greater than 0. That's going to be concave up. Therefore, x equals plus and minus 1 is a minimum turning point. And lastly, we just need the coordinates of these, just substituting them back into. Let's go here. That's finding the coordinates. So y of 0, substituting 0 into this, that's nice and easy. It's going to give us 1/3. And y of positive 1, that's going to be different to negative 1 in this case, I believe. Let's put positive 1, so 0.25 of negative 1 to the power of 4 minus half negative 1 squared plus 1 on 3. That's 1/12. Oops, that's -1. Let's test +1. Getting rid of negative. It is also 1/12. Okay, so it seems like this has some degree of symmetry in all of this. So we can therefore conclude 0, 1/3 is a maximum turning point. And let's write out all of them. -1, 1/12 and +1, 1/12. These are both minimum turning points. Min turning points. And I have an iPad. I can copy paste. And there we have our 3 solutions. Make it nice and neat. And there we have it. So I hope that's already given you an insight into the procedure of doing all of these. Now remember, in this set of examples, we're only doing stationary points. Okay, so hope to see you in the next video where we tackle slightly more challenging functions to differentiate. And yeah, hope to see you then. Best of luck.